The boy was no bigger than a finger, yet he was the biological son of the giant king. What made it even more pitiful was that the boy was born deaf and mute. Though he was the prince of the kingdom, everyone dared to mock him, and he was robbed every time he went out. This was already the 300th time that Boji had been robbed of everything but a pair of underwear. Even though everyone looked down on Boji, he was determined to become a great king. One day, Boji ran outside the castle to play, and suddenly he spotted a shadow monster stealing money. Boji was startled. He was about to run away when the shadow monster caught up with him. The shadow monster demanded that Boji hand over all his money, but Boji could not speak and could only use gestures to show that he had no money with him. Only then did the shadow monster realize that Boji was deaf and mute. To Boji's surprise, though they were different species, they could communicate with each other without any barriers. This made Boji feel an unusual warmth, but the shadow monster did not care about any of this. He picked up a sharp sword and threatened Boji, saying that if he had no money, he had to take off his clothes. So Boji took off his clothes and handed them to the shadow monster. Seeing how foolish Boji looked, the shadow monster threatened him to come back here again tomorrow and bring more money with him. Unexpectedly, Boji nodded happily and then ran excitedly back to the kingdom. The next day came, and Boji really returned with money. This took the shadow monster by great surprise. Why would someone be so happy after being robbed? But what he did not know was that Boji only wanted to have a friend, and the shadow monster was the only creature that could communicate with Boji normally. From then on, Boji brought all kinds of treasures to the shadow monster every day. Slowly, the two truly became good friends, and the shadow monster also grew curious about Boji's identity. So that day, after Boji left, the shadow monster secretly followed him back to the kingdom.